Hi. So for something a little bit different today, I decided that I would do a little bit of a reading from the latest book from Hunter Shea, Misfits, which is out on the 8th of September from Flame Tree. Now I have read this already, it's absolutely fantastic. So I thought that in lieu of a Flame Tree Friday interview this week, and I know it's Saturday, I might read a little bit of this for you. Okay, so this is chapter 2. It says Millbury, Connecticut, 1993, hence my 90s look. Come on, you little ballsack, I know you're up there. Mark McNeil, Mick to everyone but his mother, and he hadn't seen her in months, sat on top of the dented Airstream trailer, the BB gun held in both hands, pointed at the trees. The Airstream trailer looked to have rolled off the production line right around the time Hank Williams had last sung He Was So Lonely He Could Cry. Mick's long vermilion hair was tied back with a rubber band that had held yesterday's mail together. The same mail Mick hadn't been bothered to open, merely using it to start a fire. He squinted down the sightline, waiting for the woodpecker to poke its head out from behind the branch full of leaves it had been hiding behind. The end of summer smell of onion grass and mud, 2 days of storm having found new holes in the Airstream's rusted roof ravine, which to deposit steady drips of water. Mick had pots all around the trailer, the steady plop plop of water, enough to qualify as torture under the guidelines of the Geneva Convention. No matter how many leaks the Airstream sprung, nothing grated on Mick's nerves more than that goddamn woodpecker. The bird had made his mornings and days a living hell. Mick was sure the woodpecker knew exactly what it was doing and took great pleasure in screwing with him. This was the start of a week 3 since the peckerhead had made Mick's part of the woods his home, and there would not be a fourth. In place of the usual round BBs, Mick had swiped a box of the pointed tip ammo from Batman's the other day during his weekly run for pilfered comics and purchased smokes and Slim Jims. If you are what you eat, Mick was a thin stick of overly salted beef jerky. He didn't want to just hurt old Woody. No, this head-banging son of a biscuit eater had pecked his last tree. I wonder how many in a bush a dead bird in the hand will get you. He shouldn't count his woodpeckers before they death-spiraled into the forest carpet. Mick's nose twitched from an incoming sneeze. He pinched his eyes shut, willing the sneeze to go away. He couldn't make a noise and spook Woody now. If he was woken up one more morning just before sunrise, he was going to lose his mind, or whatever was left of it if you asked every teacher and administrator at school. He'd heard there was a big math test today and social studies project was due. Not that he gave a frog's fat arse. Wings flapped above. The branches shifted under a gusting wind. Daylight sparkled through the gaps in the leaves. Mick winced as he came eye to eye with the sun. Damn it! The second he regained his vision, the woodpecker sprang into view, settling on a dead branch as if daring him to shoot it. Mick took aim, squaring his arse on the Airstream's roof. What you shooting at? The woodpecker took off in a mad flurry. Mick squeezed the trigger, but it was too late. The deadly BB embedded itself in the old bark. He turned to face the intruder who just ruined his tomorrow, his eyes radiating nuclear anger. Without hesitation, his arm swung down and around and pulled the trigger. Shit! Oh, shit, that hurts. Holy shit, that hurts. Anthony Vetterola, vent not only to his friends but teachers and even his mother, writhed on the ground, clutching his right thigh. There was a hole in his dirty, faded jeans. Underneath that hole was another hole in the meat of his leg. The back end of the BB could be felt as he dared to stick his finger in the hole. At the moment, he settled for rocking back and forth and howling at Mick. You're an arsehole, man. You fucking shot me. Calm down. It's not like I took you down with a 44. Mick jumped off the trailer and tucked the gun in his waistband. You think it's nothing? Give me the gun and I'll return the favour. Mick's initial anger easily gave way to amusement. Pissing vent off wasn't just a fun pastime. It was a vocation. He offered his hand to help his friend up, but smacked it away. So that's the first couple of pages of chapter 2. I didn't start off with chapter 1, which is where you usually do, because that was set in the 70s and I was going for my 90s vibe again. Okay, So once again, this is Misfits by Hunter Shea. It says time for retribution. And I'll just read again what it says on the back, okay? So, in Milbury, everyone knows the legends of the Melonheads, a race of feral, flesh-eating creatures that shun human interaction and prey on those who dare to wander into the deep woods outside of town. During the height of the 90s grunge era, 5 high school friends living on the fringe are driven to breaking point. When one of them is... last time I couldn't say that word, and I couldn't say it again there. Brutally raped by a drunk townie, they decide to take matters into their own hands. Maybe this night one band of misfits can help the other, or maybe some legends are meant to be feared for a reason. So again, you need to read this. It is absolutely fantastic. Released on the 8th of September. Check out my blog on that day because I'm part of the blog tour, and I will be having an interview with my friend Hunter, and there should be a giveaway as well. So that'll be something to look forward to. I have some questions about it. So I hope that you all know who Hunter Shea is by now. He is one of my favourite writers. I've got a little collection of his work next to my Glen collection here. And basically everything that Hunter's written is just fantastic, and he's also hilarious, so you need to make sure that you check out his podcast YouTubes, Final Guys, where they review movies and things, him and Jack, and also he does another one called Monster Men, where they talk about all kinds of stuff, and it is really, really funny. I usually have to listen with headphones on because there's a lot of swearing, which makes it even better. Doesn't shy away from things, okay? So I hope that that wasn't too boring and I didn't get too many words wrong. And I wonder if Hunter enjoyed hearing it in an English accent with the English pronunciations, such as arse instead of ass. Okay, and make sure that you check this book out. Make sure you give Hunter a follow on all of his social media because he's great at interaction. And enjoy the rest of your weekend.